Good evening, this is Brass Tacks. I'm Zakir Jacob. We're starting off with a big exclusive. You would have seen since morning a 30-second clip where a jeep mows down farmers from behind. This happened in Lakhimpur on the 3rd of October. But now, CNN News 18 is getting you the entire clip for 2 minutes and 22 seconds long. It shows not one but three cars, one after another, going over the protesting farmers. There's a lot of chaos and a lot of mayhem that happens in between. But one thing is clear. Ashish Mishra was not in that car. Neither was he driving that car, nor was he in the passenger side. He was not in the car itself. What is also clear, now that the post-mortem has established that no one died because of bullet injuries, it is clear that Ashish Mishra did not fire. In fact, nobody fired, and nobody died, certainly, in any kind of firing. So the question that's being asked is, will we finally get the truth behind the Lakhimpur carnage? But first, this big breaking that CNN News 18 has right at the top of Brass Tacks. We've managed to access the full video of the Lakhimpur clash. This is the clashes between the protesters and the convoy of BJP leader Ajay Mishra's son, Ashish Mishra. This entire clip is only with CNN News 18. It's 2 minutes and 22 seconds long. It gives the full truth of what happened in Lakhimpur on the 3rd of October. Let me just play out those visuals for you. This 30-second clip, which you've been seeing on social media as well as in other places, this 30-second clip, we've now got the entire 2 minute, 22 seconds long footage. Unedited footage. This is how the crash unfolded. Remember, this is the second car, the Fortuner, the black Fortuner that was following the initial SUV, the Thar, which was going in front. From this footage, it's clear that the Thar was damaged. The windshield had broken. The driver was driving it. This is how the crash unfolded. So it was the Thar that went first. It mowed down people. And then behind that was a Fortuner, and behind that was a third car. So there were three cars in this convoy. The moment these people got hit, there you go. This is the exact moment when the first person gets hit by the Thar. The Thar is the car in front. Then there is chaos, there is mayhem. This car speeds away. Following that car is the second SUV, the Fortuner, which the people there sort of jump onto. They open the door, they pull out. In fact, that car entirely turns turtle and falls into the field. So, a couple of very, very interesting things. In fact, the person who was there, a journalist, another journalist who was there right next to when this video was being shot, he spoke to my colleague, Pranshu Mishra. He was detailing the exact sequence of events. This is what he had to say.
क्या हुआ था आप बता सकते हैं, क्योंकि उस वीडियो में आप भी गाड़ी से बच करके कूदते हुए दिखाई पड़ रहे हैं।
सर, हम लोग और हमारे जो अन्य साथी थे, हम लोग किसान आंदोलन की कवरेज और जो कार्यक्रम जो डिप्टी सीएम का हो रहा था केशव प्रसाद मौर्य जी का, वहाँ हम लोग कवरेज के लिए जा रहे थे। तो वही जो जहाँ जिस रूट पे उनको जाना था, वहाँ किसानों का प्रदर्शन था और काले झंडे दिखा के उन्हें अपनी नाराजगी व्यक्त करनी थी। तो कुछ देर बाद पता लगता है कि उनका जो केशव प्रसाद मौर्य जी, उनका जो रूट डाइवर्ट कर दिया गया है। तो ये जानकारी होते ही जो वहाँ जो सब किसान जो है जो वहाँ पे एकत्र थे, धीरे धीरे नर्व अपना वापस जा रहे थे। तो उसी दौरान एक झुंड किसानों का आता है सामने से, तो हम लोग कवरेज कर रहे थे, बाइट करने जा रहे थे। उसी दौरान जो है काफ़ी तेज़ गति में गाड़ियाँ काफ़ी तेज़ गति से आई हैं। वही जो है हम लोग के ऊपर और जो अन्य जो लोग थे उनको रोनते हुए निकली हैं। हमने अपना बचाव किया है। हम लोग जब हुआ है तो हमारी गाड़ी से भी थोड़े लोग टकराए हैं, फिर आगे जाके वो गाड़ी क्षतिग्रस्त हो गई है। जब वो फंस गई है तो भीड़ ने उस गाड़ी पे तोड़फोड़ की। उसके बाद हम जो निकले, क्योंकि वहाँ दो जो किसान थे, सिख किसान थे, तो वो भी वहाँ पड़े हुए थे। तो हमारी गाड़ी थी, हम वहाँ इसलिए वजह से रुके कि हमारी गाड़ी को क्षतिग्रस्त कर दिया था, आग लगा जाती, हमको ही मार दिया जाता अगर हम आगे भागते। तो हमने यही पहले सोचा कि अपनी गाड़ी बचाई जाए और अपने को बचाया जाए। हूटर की आवाज़ आ रही थी, बहुत तेज़ गति से आ रही थी, क्योंकि 80-90 की स्पीड रही होगी, बहुत तेज़ गति में थी गाड़ी। वहाँ हूटर हो जाती हुई निकली और हम लोग समझ ही नहीं पाए कहाँ से गाड़ी कैसे सामने बिल्कुल गिरे हैं, अपने आप को बचाया।
तो ये जिस वक्त गाड़ियाँ तेजी से आई, कितने मतलब इतने सारे लोग, कितने लोग रहे होंगे सड़क पे जब गाड़ियाँ पीछे से आ रही थी? भीड़ कितनी रही होगी?
जब हम लोग झुंड जब था, कम से कम वही 25-30 लोग होंगे।
So there were about 25-30 people. The cars were coming. This gentleman, this journalist who captured that video, was also hit. You can see the bandage on his arm. We also caught up with another eyewitness. This gentleman's name is Sumit Jaiswal. In fact, in the Thar, he was sitting in the passenger's side. He was the one who, in fact, got out from the passenger's side and was seen running away. He's also the person who filed the counter complaint on behalf of Ashish Mishra. This gentleman's name is Sumit Jaiswal. He says he would have been killed had he not run away.
सुमित, क्या हुआ था ये बताइए।
देखिए, हम लोग वहाँ कार्यक्रम स्थल पे थे। उस दिन हर साल कार्यक्रम मतलब कुश्ती प्रतियोगिता का आयोजन होता है। वहाँ पे जब मुख्य अतिथि माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री केशव प्रसाद मौर्य जी का आगमन होने वाला था, तो उनके स्वागत के लिए हम लोग जा रहे थे। तो जैसे ये लोग तिकुनिया मोड़ के आगे अपना आंदोलन कर रहे थे, तो उसके बीच में जैसे पहुंचते हैं, ये सीधे डंडे से और ईंटें पत्थर गाड़ी पे पथराव करना शुरू कर देते हैं और लगातार उस पे जो है गाली दे रहे थे।
हुआ क्या एग्जैक्टली? गाड़ी वीडियो आ रहा है, उसमें गाड़ी जा रही, लोग उसके ऊपर आ रहे हैं, ऐसी नौबत क्यों आई?
गाड़ी चल रही थी, गाड़ी जब जा रही थी, इन्होंने सबसे पहले डंडा मारा है। डंडे मारने के बाद उस पे ईंटें पत्थर चलाने शुरू किए और पीछे से नारे आ रहे थे, रोको मारो सालों को, ये करो, और खालिस्तान जिंदाबाद के नारे लगे वहां पर और पूरा इतना डरावना माहौल इन्होंने बनाया था।
उसमें कूद कर भागते नजर आ रहे हैं गाड़ी से।
अगर मैं भागता नहीं तो ये लोग मुझे जान से मार देते। ये इसीलिए ये गाड़ी पे हमला किए थे। ये जान से मारना चाहते थे पूरी तरीके से। गाड़ी के अंदर जो भी लोग थे,
क्या लिए थे लोग और कितने लोग थे?
हाथ में उनके सबके काले झंडे और उसमें जो डंडा लगा उससे पहले प्रहार किए। हाथ मतलब पत्थर थे और जो तलवारें, जिससे तलवारों से ये गाड़ी के ऊपर इन्होंने मारे हैं। बहुत डरावना, बहुत दहशत का माहौल था। वो लोग लगातार गाड़ी पे हमलावर थे, लगातार ईंट पत्थर चला रहे थे और किसी तरीके से वो गाड़ी को रोक के अंदर के लोगों को खींच के मारना चाहते थे।
All right, Pranshu is joining us live. So we've given you two eyewitness accounts. One, a journalist who shot this video, this unedited video, 2 minutes, 22 seconds long. And then Sumit Jaiswal, the person who was sitting in the passenger side seat of the Thar vehicle. Couple of things that are clear, Pranshu. Number one, Ashish Mishra was not in that car, the first one, the Thar Jeep, that mowed down the people. Two, it's also clear that the protesting farmers there, perhaps in anger at some of their colleagues being mowed down, did stop the second two cars and did pull out people and did hit them. Just walk us through what is it that the eyewitnesses are telling you in terms of how this whole thing played out, because it's clear that as the convoy was coming and it was coming at fair speed, the first car was attacked, the driver lost control, but that car kept going. The other two cars were the ones that were gheraud and the people inside were beaten.
Yes, Zaka, see, the journalist account, that seems to be a very authentic one because he was a person who was not, related either to the BJP side nor to the farmer side, and he was independently trying to cover that entire sequence of event. His version is that, he didn't see actually anyone first assaulting the SUVs, and his viewpoint was that SUVs were probably coming at high speed because they were in a hurry to catch up with the minister's convoy whose route was diverted. So these cars were in a haste. The second version which we get from his statement is that when the cars hit, or when the Thar first hit the group of passengers, you can clearly see the driver, the person who was driving the car. Now question remains, who is this person? It is a very brief, a small video where you'd see a glimpse of that person who is driving this video. Authorities need to confirm whether he is Ashish Mishra or not, but the locals telling us and what they could actually gather from the video to whom we have shown, they say that, it looks doubtful that this man is Ashish Mishra. Now, as far as the pillion side person is concerned, someone who was sitting next to the driver side, we clearly know that it was Sumit Jaiswal because he's seen in another video where after the accident he jumps out of the car and actually escapes for his life.
Correct.
So point here is, with the farmers say that the accident first took place, after which there was a retaliatory attack coming in from the farmer side, in which few people lost life. So the question is that whether this attack came in as a result of high speed moving SUVs crushing down the people on the road without having the least regard and then trying to escape from the particular spot.
All right, Pranshu, we'll leave it at that. So it's possible that, as Pranshu detailed the sequence, this was part of a convoy going to receive a delegation including Keshav Prasad Maurya. They were perhaps in a hurry. They got diverted, these three cars. They were traveling at a fair clip. You can see from those videos, they're not traveling slow. They were traveling at a fair clip. The first car, the SUV, mows down the people, and the next two cars are then geared by the farmers. The people therein are pulled out and beaten. And one thing is very clear from Sumit Jaiswal's account, as well as this journalist who spoke to Pranshu, that Ashish Mishra was not present in that first car, the Thar SUV. Let me bring in our guest. Pushpendra Chaudhary is the president of the Kisan Shakti Sangha. Adil Singh Bopara is the spokesperson of the Congress Party. Arvind Kumar Jain is former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, and Rajesh Chaudhary is spokesperson of the Uttar Pradesh BJP. पुष्पेंद्र जी, मैं आपसे शुरू करता हूं. आपने दो आई विटनेसेस के अकाउंट अभी सुने. एक तो सुमित जायसवाल जो पैसेंजर सीट में बैठा था, उसने भी कहा है, और एक जो जर्नलिस्ट जो ना किसान के पक्ष में है या ना सरकार के पक्ष में है, जो इस वीडियो को शूट किया था, उसका भी बयान जो है आपने सुना है. और दोनों का कहना यह है कि आशीष मिश्रा जो है इस पहले वाली गाड़ी में नहीं था. तो कम से कम इतना तो आप यकीन मानेंगे?
पहली बात मैं निवेदन करूंगा, बीच पर ना बोलना बात करता, नहीं तो ये मेरा और आपका अंतिम शो होगा. 1 मिनट मुझे बोलने देना. मेरा निवेदन ये है कि आपको सुप्रीम कोर्ट का चीफ जस्टिस बना देना चाहिए, क्योंकि दूर से बैठे हुए आपने सारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर दी, वो उसमें नहीं था, उसने फायरिंग नहीं की. अरे आदमी तो मरे हैं, गाड़ी तो इन्हीं की है, आदमी उसके अंदर थे या हवा में चल रही थी गाड़ी को, धूप पर चला रहा था उस गाड़ी को. कल तक इनका बयान था कि गाड़ी पलट गई, उसके नीचे दब गए. आज आप देख रहे हैं, खुद दिखा रहे हैं, गाड़ी वो खड़ी हुई है. जब ये गाड़ी फंस गई है और उसको जो है निकलने का रास्ता नहीं मिला है, उसके नीचे आदमी कुचले गए हैं, आगे गाड़ी नहीं बढ़ पाई है, उस वक्त ये छोड़ के उस गाड़ी को भागे. और कल तक इनका वर्जन था गाड़ी पलट गई, हमारे सिर पर पत्थर लगा, गाड़ी पलट गई, आदमी मर गए. इस वर्जन को भी आपने खूब हवा दी. अरे
मेरा सवाल क्या था चौधरी जी, आपने मतलब सुप्रीम कोर्ट चीफ जस्टिस वगैरह उसके बीच में मतलब खींच के ले आए आप. मेरा सवाल क्या था? मेरा सवाल सिर्फ सीधा था, क्या आप अभी मतलब इन दोनों आई विटनेसेस को सुनने के बाद क्या आप इतना मानेंगे कि आशीष मिश्रा इस गाड़ी में नहीं था, पहले वाले गाड़ी में नहीं था? बस इतना था, सीधा सा सवाल.
मैं केवल, आप ज्यादा सिद्ध करने की कोशिश मत करिए आशीष मिश्रा था कि नहीं था. सिद्ध ये हो रहा है कि आदमी मारे गए, रोंदते हुए मारे गए, निर्दयता से जो है उनको कुचला गया, लोकतंत्र को कुचला गया.
जो आदमी जिन आदमी को मतलब दूसरे और तीसरे गाड़ी में जो लोग थे, उनको जो खींच के मतलब लाठी और पत्थर से लिंच किया गया,
उनके प्रति आपको ज्यादा संवेदना.
नहीं, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि ऐसा भी हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, वो आप मानेंगे कि नहीं मानेंगे? बस इतना ही पूछना मेरे को.
मैं बता रहा हूँ, मेरे घर में गाँव में डकैत घुस आते हैं ना,
अच्छा,
डकैती डालने के लिए, तो गांव इकट्ठा हो जाता है और सब मार दिए जाते हैं जो भी डकैत होता है.
तो आपका मानना ये है कि जो 5 लोग मरे, उसमें से एक पत्रकार भी था, वो सब डकैत है? ठीक है, नहीं, तो वो आपकी राय है, ठीक है, मतलब लोकतंत्र है, आप कोई भी राय हो सकता है आपका. नहीं, दैट्स फाइन, दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. राजेश चौधरी, नहीं, राजेश चौधरी, ये बताइए, ये पुष्पेंद्र जी का मानना ये है कि ये लोग डकैत थे, इन्होंने गाड़ी मतलब रोंगते हुए किसानों को मारा है, तो ऑब्वियसली ये तो नेचुरल रिएक्शन ही होगा कि किसान भी भड़क गए.
देखो, मेरा मानना है, देश का किसान अन्नदाता है, वो कभी भी हिंसक नहीं हो सकता, वो कभी भी किसी की जान नहीं ले सकता, वो देश का पेट पालने का काम करता है. जिन लोगों ने जान लिया, जिन लोगों ने निरीह ड्राइवर को गिड़गिड़ाते हुए हाथ जोड़ रहा था, अपने प्राणों की भीख मांग रहा था, उस ड्राइवर को मारा. गाड़ी से उतर करके जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता निकल के गए, उनको मारा. और गाड़ी जिस हिसाब से दौड़ करके आ रही थी, उनको जिंदा गाड़ी के अंदर जलाने की जो साजिश थी, ऐसे लोग किसान नहीं थे, वो गुंडे. नहीं
राजेश जी, जो 4 लोग पहले मारे गए थे, उनको किसने मारा? राजेश जी, जो लोग 4 लोग पहले मारे गए थे, जो गाड़ी रोंगते हुए मर गए, वो कौन लोग थे और उनको किसने मारा? राजेश जी, किसने मारा उनको?
देखिए, उस इंसिडेंट में जितने भी लोग मारे गए, सबके साथ हमारी सहानुभूति है. आदमी होता है, हम उसमें फर्क नहीं करते. उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने सभी को मुआवजा देने का काम किया. हमारे लिए सब बराबर हैं. इनके लिए वो राजनीतिक देखने का हो सकते हैं, इनके लिए राजनीतिक, उनकी चिताओं पे जाकर के ये वहाँ पर राजनीतिक रोटी सेकने का काम कर सकते हैं. हमारे लिए नहीं है. अरे गुंडे तो आप हो, आप दलाल हो, आप लोग राजनीति करते हो किसानों के नाम पर, आप दलाल हो, आप गुंडे हो, सबका
नहीं एक सेकंड तमीज से दोनों मेहमानों से मैं विनम्र पूर्वता नहीं एक सेकंड नहीं पर्सनल अटैक नहीं करना नहीं मैं दोनों से विनती करता हूं प्लीज नो पर्सनल अटैक्स लेट मी गो टू आदिल बोपरा नो आई एम सॉरी इस वाले शो में इस टाइप का पर्सनल अटैक्स नहीं होता सॉरी I want to ask Adil Boparai. Okay, fine. Let's leave the videos aside. There are a whole dozen videos that are floating around. I want to ask you, at least in the post-mortem report, Adil, and it's very clearly established that whether it's the 4 farmers who died or whether it's the 5 others who died, none of them had a bullet wound or a bullet injury. So at least can we put paid to this whole thing that Ashish Mishra was there in the car, Ashish Mishra was firing his gun, one farmer died in the firing, and that's when this whole trouble started?
Zaka, I'll request for 120 seconds, and in case you interrupt, then I will remain quiet for the rest of your show, because what I'm about to say may not be very pleasing to you. Number one, Justice Zaka Jacob will not decide whether Ashish Mishra was there or not. There are more than 200 eyewitnesses from the scene of crime who have said that Ashish Mishra was there. In the normal course, and we are not Congo, we are the Republic of India, the police must record their statements. This is an eyewitness account, number one. Number two, there is clinching evidence of a Thar Jeep, which is registered in the name of Ashish Mishra, who is the son of the MOS of Home Government of India, which comes from behind and mows down 4 farmers. I repeat for the benefit of your viewers, the Thar vehicle came from behind and mowed down 4 farmers, number 2. Number 3, it's been over 48 hours. Chief Detective Zaka Jacob has already got witnesses on the program and giving their testimonies, but surprisingly, the UP police has not even started the investigation process. It's a case of murder which is punishable with death. Has a single summon been issued to Ashish Mishra? The vehicle was registered in his name. Has a single person been interrogated? This is an eyewash which is being done. Number 3,
okay.
It is very clear for the viewers and for the people of this country. It is the BJP and the media on one side versus the farmers and the citizens of this country on the other side. And let me say this on your program, on behalf of the Congress party, we are ready for this fight.
Okay, now one or two points. I mean, I'm not getting into your characterizations of BJP and media on the one side. I mean, when UPA was in power, we got, brickbats from you guys, and when NDA is in power, we're getting brickbats from the NDA. So I don't really, frankly, I don't care. I give 2 hoots for your opinion of what you think the media is doing or not. But on matter of substance, since you're a lawyer, since you mentioned there are 200 witnesses, none of their statements have been taken, I have presented to you on this show 2 witnesses. Now, you may choose not to believe them. That's entirely up to your prerogative. But I have presented to you 2 witnesses, both of whom have said that Ashish Mishra was not in the first car. Number 1. No, one second. No, you asked me for 120 seconds uninterrupted. I gave you more than that. Number 2, you said nothing has happened. Well, facts are an FIR has been filed under Section 302. Under Section 302, attempt to murder has been filed against Ashish Mishra. So to suggest that nothing has happened is also wrong. I agree with you. Yes. Why is a person against whom there is 302? He's been booked for 302. Why is he not being questioned by the police is a legitimate question. But to say that nothing has happened is also wrong. So Adil, let's be very, very clear about it. And as for your third point about your opinion about the media, I choose not to respond to that. Let me now go to Mr. One second. Let me go to Mr. Jain. He's a former police officer. You have seen all the sequence of events, Mr. Jain. You've seen the videos that have been put out, including this latest one. And Adil has a point. I have no qualms in hesitating. Why would anybody, ram into people from behind? If they were protesting, pelting stones, hitting the convoy, they wouldn't be with their backs to the convoy. They wouldn't be with their backs to the car. Why are they being hit from behind is a legitimate question to ask. But your best understanding from your 20, 30 years of policing skills and investigations, what do you think exactly happened there?
I think the videos which I have seen, I think the driver is driving very fast. What was the reason? Why was he driving fast? Was he running away? Was he hit? But certainly I feel that the people were brought down from behind. They were not prepared for it. And the vehicles, 1, 2, 3 vehicles, they were the drivers were driving at a high speed.
That driver is dead, so we don't know why he was driving at a high speed.
Yes,
but anyway.
yes, that driver is dead. Who was driving? He's dead. 4 people have already died. So it's a very unfortunate incident. SIT has been formed. Judicial inquiry has been ordered, and I think evidences are being collected. His son was also in detention. Statements have been taken from him also. All possible precautions are being taken. First of all, the police and administration's first reaction is that there should be burial of dead bodies. A post-mortem should take place so that situation is normal. And then naturally the functioning of SIT starts, because it will take a day or two.
No, post-mortem has been done, sir. Certainly for the farmers and the others, post-mortem has been done. Post-mortem has been handed over to the relatives of the people who died. And in all cases, there were ante-mortem injuries. There was no injury post-mortem. So all the ante-mortem injuries have been recorded as well. And like I said very clearly, there are no bullet wounds or bullet marks on any of the 9 people who died. So that part is taken care of. Yes.
But second post-mortem is being ordered.
Only on one.
Yes. So naturally that body will also need to be disposed of.
Yes.
I am told that two post-mortems are going to take place at Bahraich.
Our information is one second autopsy has been asked for.
Yeah,
okay, anyway.
Okay. And under forensic experts from different districts. So then after that there will be burial, and after that situation will gradually become normal, and SIT will go from door to door at the places where people have died, farmers have died, those people who have been mob lynched. The statements will be recorded, and only then will the clear picture emerge.
राजेश चौधरी जी, ठीक है, SIT भी आपने फॉर्म कर दिया, जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी भी है, मुआवजा जो भी है वो समझौता भी हो गया बिटवीन द फैमिलीज एंड सरकार की तरफ से. लेकिन एक जो सवाल है वो जायज़ है. अगर ये किसान वहां पे घेराव कर रहे थे, पत्थर मार रहे थे, लाठी बरसा रहे थे, तो पीछे से क्यों मारा? सभी वीडियो में तो पीछे से ही मारा है. ये सवाल तो जायज है ना?
नहीं, देखिए, ये जांच का विषय है. पीछे से मारा है कि आगे से मारा है, वो गाड़ी को वीडियो देख रहे हैं तो आगे वाला शीशा भी उसका टूटा हुआ है. ऐसा ही, अरे बोलने दो ना भाई, बीच में क्यों बोलते? मैं आपको धैर्यपूर्वक सुनता हूँ तो मुझे भी सुनिए ना. मुझे भी बोलने का अधिकार है. मुझे भी बोलने का अधिकार है. मैं अपनी बात रख रहा हूँ, आप अपनी बात रखिए. बीच में क्यों डिस्टर्ब करते हो?
नहीं, बोलिए.
आप जिस परिस्थिति में वो गाड़ी भाग के जा रही है, और कई चैनल्स में एक और वीडियो आया है, आप देखिए, उसमें दोनों उसके शीशे टूटे हुए हो सकता है वो अपने जान बचाने के लिए जा रहे हो. जो हत्या करना चाहते थे उनकी, आपने देखा उसके बाद जब वो गाड़ी पलट गई है, गिर गए लोग निकल के उसमें से. जिसने जान बचा ली वो बचा ली, जो वहां गिर गया है उसकी जान नहीं बची है. उस गरीब ड्राइवर ने किसी का कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ा था, उसको मार दिया उसको, और वो अपना जान की भीख मांग रहा है. तो वहां जो लोग थे वो बड़े निर्मम टाइप के लोग थे.
नहीं, तो आपका मानना ये है कि पीछे से इसलिए, मतलब जो भी धक्का मुक्की हुई और पीछे से उनको टकराया गया, वो जांच का विषय है. ओके,
मैं इस बात का समर्थन नहीं करता कि किसी के ऊपर गाड़ी चढ़ा दी जाए, पर ये जांच का विषय है. इसके लिए हाई कोर्ट के रिटायर्ड जज को नियुक्त किया गया है, SIT का गठन किया गया है. इंतजार करिए, समय रहते हुए.
पुष्पेंद्र जी, ये 3-4 चीजें, पुष्पेंद्र जी, ये सुनिए, एक सेकंड सब्र रखिए और सुनिए तो मेरा सवाल. एक तो SIT फॉर्म हो गया, वो अपनी जांच शुरू कर देगी. FIR भी रजिस्टर हो गया, जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी भी ऑर्डर कर दिया. जो भी कॉम्पनसेशन है वो फैमिलीज और सरकार के बीच में एक समझौता भी हो गया. तो मामले को सुलझाने के लिए इससे ज्यादा मतलब क्या हो सकता है? अल्टीमेटली तो आप भी यही चाहेंगे ना कि इंसाफ हो. आप भी यही चाहेंगे कि मामला सुलझाएं.
सुनिए,
अब आप बताइए.
जब मर्डर हो जाता है तो मामला सुलझाया नहीं जाता. इट इज ए क्राइम अगेंस्ट सोसाइटी.
इंसाफ तो मांग सकते हैं. इंसाफ तो मांग सकते हैं.
अरे एक्यूज्ड गिरफ्तार हो गया क्या? जिनके नाम नामजद है, वो मंत्री के बेटे का नाम लिखा
वो
है.
जांच के बाद ही पता चलेगा ना चौधरी साहब. जांच के बाद ही पता चलेगा कि किसने किया है, किसने करवाया है.
अरे गाड़ी तो ये की थी, या गाड़ी
बिल्कुल. इसीलिए तो उनके खिलाफ तो FIR तो उनके नाम से ही हुआ ना, मेरे नाम से नहीं हुआ, आपके नाम से नहीं हुआ ना. गाड़ी उनके नाम से रजिस्टर हुआ, इसीलिए तो FIR 302 का मुकदमा
अरे तो
उनके
ठीक है,
खिलाफ ही हुआ
उठाओ
है ना,
उनको।
आशीष मिश्रा के खिलाफ।
उनको उठाया क्यों नहीं गया, उनको गिरफ्तार क्यों नहीं किया, उनको मौका क्यों दिया जा रहा है कि
तो
वो नेपाल
आप सिर्फ इस बात से नहीं, आप सिर्फ इस बात से हैरान हैं कि आशीष मिश्रा को अभी तक कुछ हुआ नहीं है अभी तक, मतलब ना उससे पूछताछ हुई है, ना उनसे ना उनका गिरफ्तारी हुई है। आप सिर्फ इस बात से हैरान हैं कि आशीष मिश्रा अभी भी घूम रहा है। ठीक है, ओके,
इंटरव्यू दे रहा है,
Adil Boparai. No, I want to come back again to, I'm not holding a brief here for the administration, but whatever it was that was discussed between the administration there and the families, they agreed to the compensation, which is why you had that joint PC with Rakesh Tikayat on the one side and the additional DGP of Law and Order of Uttar Pradesh on the other side. And they said these are the things that the families have agreed to. Now, is the attempt here to try and further vitiate the atmosphere, or to try and give some kind of closure to the people who are grieving?
Zaka, I'll appreciate if you don't interrupt. Number one, Lovepreet Singh's father is on record to the media that he is not satisfied with the investigation, number one. And to your viewers who are watching the show, please understand, viewers, there is a video footage of a BJP minister's son's car crushing 4 farmers. It's been over 48 hours that in a case of murder, not a single arrest has been made. It is a matter of record that the eyewitnesses have named the accused persons. And it happens that the MP's son, his father happens to be the junior home minister of this country. Do you expect a fair probe in this case? Number two.
No, so
number three.
What then is your solution? You are not happy with an FIR. You're not happy with the fact that 302 has been lodged against this man. You're not happy with the judicial inquiry. You're not happy with the SIT. Nor are you happy with the compensation.
Ordinarily,
no, what will you settle at, Adil? That's what I want to know.
We will settle at justice. And we are not in the business of settling. Maybe the Adanis and the Ambanis
because these 4-5 things have happened. The way you are presenting it seems like none of these has happened.
Interrupt me, then you can continue.
The way you are presenting it seems like nothing has happened. It's been 48 hours, nothing has happened.
Hear me out.
But that's not the case, no? Some things have happened.
You're not holding a brief.
No, some things have happened. Hasn't an FIR been filed? Hasn't 302 been lodged against Ashish Mishra?
Let your viewers judge. Why are you
okay,
interrupting
Adil, you know what? I leave it to the better judgment of our viewers. I leave it to the better judgment of our viewers. Even the Supreme Court has said, and you're a lawyer by practice, so you should know this better than me. Even the Supreme Court has said that once a matter is before us, then surely nobody should be sitting on the roads. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. I've completely run out of time. Ultimately, the interests for everybody concerned, whether it's the farmers, whether it is Ashish Mishra and his family, or whoever it is, and most importantly for the people who have lost their loved ones, the most important thing is we should know the truth, and whoever is responsible for the deaths should be brought to account. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll catch you again tomorrow night, same time.